That's my truck. It's not usually parked out there, is it? You just spotted it.
For the truck.
Yeah. She's like, wait, somebody's here. I know. I don't usually park it right there, do I? Okay, you're gonna stand here. You're gonna send her out on one circle.
Okay.
But she has to have an established circle, so it may not be one, but it's one established circle.
So she goes without checking in with me every couple steps. I want her to check
in with you, but where she doesn't stop to check in.
Okay.
Then, when you've gotten that, I'm gonna have you hind yield her with her butt towards that window.
Okay.
Then you're gonna go over, tell her she's a good girl, hind yield her, hind yield her, hind yield her, and back her through the cone.
Okay.
So that's like your puzzle for today.
Okay.
If we get through it, I'll build a puzzle. I like to keep building.
Okay.
But you'll see, we kind of taught her both things. We haven't finished this one yet, so we'll try to add that at the end. All right.
All right. So it's point, kiss, and sender. So if I'm sending her that direction, I want it in my left hand.
You're sending her this way, you want her in the right hand?
Well, I want this in my left and that on, and I want to point with my right?
No, you're going to point with your right. You're going to have, your leading hand is always the hand that influences the nose.
Okay.
So it's the hand that you're going to tell her, so the rope will be in that hand.
Oh, the rope will be in that hand. Okay.
And then you'll send her, and then you'll pass the rope around your back if you can. If not, you can follow her.
Okay.
But this way, every time she checks in, and you need to tell her to keep going, you can point with the rope.
Okay.
In that direction. If you just point your hand, she's not at liberty yet, so it may not make enough sense yet. And then you get kind of scrambled trying to change hands and stuff. I see her. Okay. You're so pretty. You really are a pretty girl.
All right, over here, Missy. All right, so now I want to hind yield her a little bit, I'm assuming, or just send her from here.
You're at that point where I'm going to let you get yourself there with what you know.
Okay. All right, so that way. That way.
So look at her butt. You're looking at her face. Bump her nose towards your belly button. Start fanning that rope out away from her first. Don't wiggle because now you're asking her to back up. I know it can feel like the game of tapping your head and rubbing your belly, but it's very important to know exactly what you're saying so the horse can understand. Look at her butt. Look at her butt. Look like you're trying to look around the back of her. Tilt your head. There you go. There. That's the position I want you to have. There you go. And now step out. Now step out around and watch. There you go. There you go.
Okay.
It matters how your head is positioned. It matters where you're looking.
Okay.
Right? As soon as you started tilting your head, she got all away, and you could tell she was shifting, like, I think you're going to be telling me to do this. And then when you started to support it, she's like, yep, definitely what you're doing.
Okay. So, I'm going to go that way.
Pay attention to her shoulder, her knees, her chest. Don't stare at her face as much as you stare at her face. This way you won't make her as uncomfortable as a predator would do. I want you to stand in the middle there and send her out on that circle. Yep. Yep. Remember, you're going to turn your hand upside down and let it, yep. Say thank you for checking in. Give a little influence to the cheek. Say, hey, yep. Yep, there you go. Whatever part's pointing at you, put a little influence at that after you point forward if that's not enough. And then lower your hand when you can so she knows she's got the right answer. Yes, there you go. Good job. Support the shoulder. That's the piece that's sticking at you the most. Hiss for go. Lengthen the rope as you can. Like open your hand. There you go. Oh, now her nose, her neck. You try to stay where you are. You try to stay back there because the goal is going to be you're going to stay in the middle, and this conversation is going to be had long distance. Yep, there you go. There. Preferably on the outside of those cones, or at least not where she has no choice but to run into them. Yep. 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 Point forward. Yep. There you go. So once you start trying to read for that planned stop, she's planning those stops and she tells you in advance that she's planning on stopping. So look for the signs of that. If you want, I even want to hear you tell me what you see. What do you see when she plans that stop?
She's fine yielding on her own, anticipating what we did last time.
Yeah, but she is doing something with her face, letting us know that she's planning that stop. Her face and her stride both tell us that she's planning that stop. She has a little bit of a bump in her paw. She has like this kind of movement, her head, and then she yields. So she's telling you that the stop is being planned. Okay. Now the idea is to get ahead of that.
Okay.
So you can help her not make the mistake. There? Yes. Okay, yep. There, but don't nag at her because now your noise is just going to become the radio in the background. So only kiss when you feel like it's actually needed. Otherwise, she's just going to get used to hearing you kiss and she's going to think you just got a little quirk. Yep, good. Yep. So look, get a little ahead of that. Now. Watch the right ear tip in. Then she'll tip at the pole, and then her nose will start to come, and that's when you want to catch it. See how she's slightly thinking about turning her head to you? That's when you want to catch it, before she fully does that. There you go. There you go. That was it. Can you feel her thinking it when she does that?
Yeah.
So she's not thinking at any of those times, but you do want to keep her going. Good. Go ahead and hind yield her on purpose. Look at her tail. There you go. So you do not. So I'm going to get you out of kind of automatically chasing her with the rope.
Okay.
First, make it your head and the rope out to your side or the rope down. Then if she doesn't yield to you tipping your head, then you're going to kind of come in there like you're going to hit her tail.
Back.
So you want to make sure that this is as much a secondary thing than a first thing that you do.
Thank you.
Right? So let me just, so I want your hand to kind of stay like this, bumper to your belly button, and then as this is be a secondary thing.
Okay.
Look at her tail, bumper to your belly button, and see I didn't even have to put the rope off my side. But what's happening, what we're seeing you do, is you automatically come out here like this.
Okay.
So you're automatically chasing her, which then she doesn't understand what it is, and that's why she does a lot more backing up.
Okay.
Or even trying to escape.
Okay. So now I'm going forward through there.
No, we're going to back through.
Oh, we're going to back through. Okay.
Yep, look at her tail, bump her head to your belly button. Look at her tail, there you go, there you go. Bump her head to your belly button. Look at her tail, look at her tail. Now show her your support. Bump her from going forward. There, good, good. And then yes, good. All of that, perfect. The going into neutral, the petting her, all of that's perfect.
Back, 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 back,
Yes,
back,
yes,
back,
yes,
back,
yes.
back, 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 back.
So now I'm even going to give you a good shot at trying to do something. I'm going to have you go ahead and back her all the way out.
Back,
So her nose passes.
back, back.
Good. Send her to me.